Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for another live show, and in tonight it's our first transfer weekly live show that we will be doing throughout the month. Of course, the January window opened yesterday. There is lots and lots of stuff to get through this evening, to be honest with you. I've got lots that I want to discuss with you guys and get your thoughts today. Like I say, make sure you let me know what you think as we go along. As always, I love your interactions. We've already got loads in the chat already. Thanks to everyone for contributing so far. And make sure you do drop a like on the video. It helps massively, guys. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the channel with your friends. And let's try and get to 800 subscribers as soon as we can. But I hope you're all doing well anyway. I hope everything's well with everybody. And... yeah, Joshua says, evening, Ryan. Hope you're having a great day and hope you're well. Big up to you, Joshua. How are you doing? Welcome in as always. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Blue Terrier is waving to Headley. We'll get into that in a moment. Don't you worry. I was going to get stuck into the incomings, but actually we have had a departure in the past half an hour being confirmed by the club. So we're going to get into that first. And Joshua says, did you end up traveling to Wigan before you saw that a game that had been postponed? I love where you look that you saw the news before you travel there. Right, guys, I know that this is what I need to address before we get into tonight's show, actually. Look, I did get to Wigan because I got there in good time because I didn't want to be rushing. I did have some breakfast and I wanted to kind of just have a little bit of a chill before and obviously I wanted to get there really early for the content. And yeah, so I was there. And I must admit, there were a few dodgy areas of flooding. But the thing is that I really think they should have known, they should have called the game off at literally first thing because it wasn't going to change dramatically. In the hours that they waited till 12 o'clock to postpone it. I know it isn't far away, but they really would have known at 9 o'clock in the morning that they wouldn't have been able to get the game. But I think it's poor, to be honest with you, the fact that the game was called off. People will say that, yeah, okay, we get a little bit of a rest. Fair enough. Maybe it has come at a good time, the Christmas period being so busy. But it was disappointing having got there and, yeah, obviously ended up not seeing the game, plus not being able to do a vlog. Obviously, the game, I think, is probably going to be rearranged for February now, midweek. So I'll still be going to the game, so there will be a vlog. And I'm hoping to get to a few more away games as well in the next few weeks as well. So there will be a few more vlogs on the channel. But yeah, fortunately, I was one of the unlucky ones that was there already. Matthew says, hello, mate. Looking forward to this, to see what you guys are looking at in the window. Yeah, big up to you, Matthew. How are you doing? And welcome in. You're always welcome in this channel, as you always know. And it's good to see you in the chat. Hopefully collaborate with you again soon. And yeah, I'm gonna fill you in. Don't you worry, Matthew. Aidan says, hi mate, hope you're okay. Hello to Aidan, my wonderful mod. How are you doing? Welcome in as always. And he says, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Yeah, please guys, if you haven't already, make sure you do that. It does help with the channel growing, and it really is much appreciated. It never goes unnoticed, your support. Your two strike options that you said in the video are a great option for you guys. Two different profiles of players. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already seen it, I did put a video out earlier on today of my top two striker targets that I'd love to see us get. So if you want to go and check that out, that would be much appreciated. Well, make sure you drop a like on that as well. And make sure you tune in. Make sure you watch it and let me know. Let me know in the comments on that video what you make of my top two and who you would like to see coming as a striker options too. But yeah, make sure you do go and check that out. But thank you very much, Joshua. It depends what kind of striker you're looking for. Well, somebody that can score goals, as I said. Headley has gone good riddance. Yeah, we'll get into it in a moment. Aiden, yeah, thank goodness. Even all, John says, hope you've had a great new year. Big up to John. Hello, John. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you. And yeah, good to see you in the chat. John, I don't know if you've got social media, but we need to plan that preview show that we're going to be doing in the next few weeks. Obviously, we do play you guys at the end of January. So if you can get in touch via my socials, which going around the screen now, that's my handle on Instagram or X or Twitter as it's called now. Or yeah, I mean, if you've got an email, I'm happy to email you as well. Just pop it in the chat and we'll sort it out. But yeah, it'd be good to see you on the channel as well as a guest. But hope you're well. And Joshua says you brought in Ruben Ruskin, so you may as well have sold Headley. Yeah, look, he was service to requirements. But we're going to get into it, guys. Matthew says, yes, mate, the transfer show I'm working on tonight. We've watched this space. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure we'll have a catch-up soon, Matt, and we'll can discuss it. But yeah, exciting to do that, absolutely. And John says he'll drop me a message on Twitter 2 seconds. Thank you very much, John. But yeah, it'd be good to get you on. Just followed you back on X now. But guys, thank you very much, everybody, for your contributions so far. Keep them coming, and it's good to have you all in the chat this evening. Now, let's get stuck into the video then. Obviously, we have had an outgoing and departure that everybody's already said in the chat. But yes, Jaheim Headley has departed, and it is no surprise to me that this has happened. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody, to be fair. Now, it is a permanent transfer, and he's moved to Port Vale. Transfer terms and fee to be kept undisclosed, as it always is. It seems to be always undisclosed, but we never get to know how much we get for players. So annoying. Headley obviously featured 54 times for scoring 3 times and providing a further 3 assists. Now, look, Headley has been very much surplus requirements, and when he has played, he has been very, very poor. And yeah, his game time's been he's not hardly had any game time. And yeah, look, for me and for everybody, to be honest with you, it was something that I wasn't particularly unhappy to see, as maybe harsh as that sounds. I think he was one of the potential bad eggs of the dressing room last season as well, who's come to question and being, had a bit of an attitude about him, and he wasn't really trying as hard as he could have done. So his attitude was questionable. I think he's been very, very poor. He isn't good enough for us. And I'm glad that we've been able to move him on a permanent basis. But it's just annoying that we don't know how much we got for him. But yeah, so that is my opinions on Headley. But that news broke very much in the past hour. So yeah, he won't really be a big miss for us in that regard. But yeah, Headley has been confirmed as departing the building. I did actually see a rumour last month actually about him potentially going to Bristol Rovers, but obviously no, he's decided that he wants to go and play for Port Vale, who are in League Two. But yeah, best wishes, but unfortunately, he just never. He just wasn't good enough at all. Very poor player, in my opinion. So yeah, Jaheim Headley has departed the building. Now let's get into a few of the rumours that have been and things that have been reported in this opening few days of the window, the second day of the window opening, and it is surrounding this guy, Ryan Hardy. Now, he has a $2 million price tag he has a $2 million price tag on his head, and it was reported by the Football League World, which is obviously a very recognizable website that obviously does it, and does a lot of good stuff. Obviously, Peter Rhat works for him as well, which I think is a good journalist as well. But Alfie Burns reported on this. Obviously, it is actually rumoured that Wrexham are also interested in Hardy. Now, like I say, he does have a £2 million buyout clause at the moment at Plymouth Argyle. Now, obviously, Hardy's been with Argyle for a few years now. He's been a consistent figure, obviously, for the club in their rise from obviously League Two to the Championship. But he's very much a fringe player. 27 years of age. He's played 229 times for Plymouth across his time at home park, scoring 64 goals. Now, yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's not the best. But if you look at his game, this season, played 19 times, and he's played 19 times for Plymouth, and he's only scored once and assisted twice. So it isn't really great reading, is it? If we're being brutally honest here, and I think the price tag is it's quite a lot of money for somebody that hasn't really, scored many goals, and we need somebody that can score goals as our strikers. So yeah, I'm a bit 50-50 with this one, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think Hardy is a player that I haven't seen much of, admittedly, but if you just look at his record, it doesn't exactly excite me. And I think the price tag as well, like I said, I think it is a very big price tag for what we're actually going to be getting. I'm not too convinced. His injuries, he is a bit injured. He has got quite a few injury. He's got, his injury record isn't that great either, if I'm led to believe I'm correct here. So, yeah. Let me know what you think about Ryan Hardy, but I do not think he's the answer. But that has been circulating. I think that report was put out today. So, yeah, apparently interest in him. Let's have a look here. Wrexham are also interested apparently in him as well. Yeah, I already covered that, yeah. $2 million is quite pricey, John says. For him, I'd say proven at League One level, mind. Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I think you have to consider that he is obviously in the Championship. But the thing is I think we need players that can also, that's our aim, to get back to the Championship. So if we're going to be signing him for that amount of money, we need to know that he can do it in Championship level as well. Hopefully, because we are aiming to get back there. There's no guarantees, of course, but I'm not really feeling it, to be honest with you guys, this signing. But maybe he's proven at League One level, but I don't know. I think that's a play that you should avoid. 3 goal contributions in 20 games is not that good, especially when he has a $2 million price tag. Yeah, it does seem a bit too much for my liking, so I do have to agree with that, to be honest with you. Get rid of Freddie Ladapo. I mean, look, I'll drive him to the train station if he needs to get on a train to another club. That's fine by me, but I doubt he will have any suitors. Unfortunately, we are stuck with him. Unfortunately, so unless somebody wants him on loan, maybe a club lower down in the football pyramid. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Not worth the amount of money, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. I think he isn't the answer. But big up to everyone that's tuning in, by the way. 10 viewers in right now. Make sure you are dropping a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let me know your thoughts down below in the chat about this potential incoming. Now, we're going to move on to the next one now. So I think it's a no from me for this signing. Personally, I wouldn't really be that. I wouldn't be pleased if he came in. If I'm being honest. Now the next player that I want to discuss is this guy, Keon Atete, who is currently at Cardiff City. Again, another striker, of course. Now, Darren Whitcoop, who is an independent journalist, reported on this. Apparently, we are in a race with Charlton to sign Cardiff City striker Keon Atete. Now, Atete is yet to play this season. Can you guess why? Because of an injury, yes, a hamstring injury, but he's close to full fitness. Now, this would be a typical signing for us if we got him, because we love injury-prone players, as we already know. And if you look at his goal ratio, he's absolutely abysmal. So for me, well, I think I speak for a lot of people here, this signing would be another disaster class, ladies and gentlemen, if he came to the club. He is not what we need. He has hardly played any games in the past few years. And I'm just going to quickly get up his stats for the past couple of seasons, just to prove my point here about this guy. Because let me tell you, in the past couple of seasons, dating back to 22-23 season, in that season he had 28 appearances with 12 starts, 3 goals, 1 assist. But again, 28 games in a season, he really is injury prone. Again, the following season, last season, he was again out for quite a lot of games. 28 appearances once more, 12 starts, and he scored 3 goals, no assists. So if you look at that, he has accumulated 56. He's accumulated 56 appearances, where he scored 6 goals and 1 assist. Now, don't you tell me that this guy is the answer to our woes, because he absolutely isn't. And we probably have the worst recruiting team in the EFL. So, and because of Cartwright's track record of getting these injury-prone, useless signings in, I wouldn't put it past him getting him in, because it would be typical us. So, for me, a massive resounding no. I do not want to see this guy at the football club. Absolutely not. Pricey risk at that price. Yeah, you're on about hard. Yeah, I think we can all agree. Then again, if he does get you the goals, that gets you back up. Could you say it's $2 million well spent? Look, I get what you're saying. I am concerned about his injury record, though, Hardy, though, John. And also, I just think it is a lot of money for what we could potentially get instead. Ultimately, I just want somebody that can come in and score goals. So that's it. But I'm just not convinced overall on him. But of course, if he came in and scored goals to send us back up, then of course it would be money well spent. But I just have a lot of doubts on him, really. So yeah. And yeah, Atete is still yet to play this season for Cardiff. Therefore, he will not be fit one bit. It will take him weeks and weeks to get up to speed. And even then, when he gets up to speed, he probably will get injured within the first few games, because that's what his track record of appearances suggests. So, yeah, no. Absolutely not. You can get players for cheaper than Hardy that would score even more goals, like Lowe and Jatta. Absolutely. And my pick, I love how you love my choices, Joshua, for who I will bring in. Now, I did say I had some news about Nathan Lowe, actually. And I actually realised this morning that, there was a report out, an article published about this guy, Nathan Lowe, who is currently at Walsall. If anybody's watched my video, you'll already know. And he is on loan from Stoke City at the moment. Now, we had shown interest in him but the player has turned it down as he wants to stay at Walsall, which is a bit of a blow for. Well, it's a big blow for us because I really do think this guy's the real deal. He can score goals, and like I say, he's a lot of pace about him. He's good at link-up play, assisting, and he's reliable and a real talent. So I am gutted, to say the least, that when we won't be able to get him. But yeah, it is one of those. Tom says Dion Charles linked with Huddersfield. Is there? I haven't seen that rumour. I mean, to be fair, I've always said that I do rate Charles, and yes, he might be a bit hot and cold, but I think he's in a team that, well, Bolton have got a good side, but I just think he's in an Ian Evans team who, let's be honest, isn't the most glamorous to watch, isn't there? He doesn't exactly get enough service. But yeah, look, I haven't seen that one, but maybe it's something we can cover on the next transfer show if I see anything myself. And Blue Tape has seen a few things about Charles, but not from anyone I trust. Fair enough. So maybe not one to kind of take to thingy, but yeah. Georgia said, do you think Nathan Lowe would be a similar player to Marsh? I know Marsh is only on loan, but maybe bringing in a different profile striker would be better. Yeah, obviously he's kind of similar, isn't he? Because obviously he in a similar kind of situation for him as well. Because obviously before Marshall came in towards this season, he'd not played much at senior level, and Nathan Lowe was the same when he went into went to Walsall. On loan, at the start of the season, he hadn't had any experience in senior football. So, yeah, but they are similar type players, but I do think there is a space in his team for Nathan Lowe. However, it does look like that ship has sailed for now because he has turned down the chance of coming to the club. Unfortunately, it is one of those things, guys. I'm kind of gutted about it, to be honest with you. But it is one of those. Now, a player that was linked with all last summer, I have to cover this. A player that was linked with all last summer, of course, we know who he is, Joe Taylor. Now, we are rumoured to be interested in him again, although there has been no official reporting of this by any journalists just yet, in this window just yet. Now, I'm a bit mixed with Joe Taylor. Look, I think he's a good player. I think he's shown that he can do it at League One level when he was at Lincoln. Absolutely. Now, I'll just kind of explain my concerns about this guy. Now, his injury record isn't exactly the best. That's what I will say. He hasn't played much football this season. So if we were to get him on loan, it would be a loan deal. Or it could be a potential permanent deal, but I think a loan would probably be the most likely at this point for him. But if we did get him, it would take him a while to get up to speed. We need somebody to come in and hit the ground running straight away. Like I said, he's not played much for Luton. So that is a big problem. So look, I'm not going to say that I would be unhappy to see him come through the door. I'm not saying that at all. But I have a few doubts on him as well, in terms of his injuries, potential. How match fit is he? Because if you're not playing regular minutes or you're not playing barely any minutes, you're just not going to be up to speed with it at all. How quickly is it going to take him to get up to speed? There's all these questions running through my head, but look, Joe Taylor, I know he can do it at League One level. He's proven it. And I just kind of think that I'm a bit mixed about him, having thought about it a little bit more. Now, Aidan has said, I just hope we can get Taylor in. But obviously Luton will take time with him. Surprise he was on the bench yesterday. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Aidan, this is where my thing is as well, is that if Luton are still stalling about it and still messing us around, then just move on as well, because we cannot be doing what we did last time and wait and wait and wait, and then end up getting disappointed in the end, and then going for Freddie Ladap, who was an absolute disaster class of a signing, on a panic buy, on a freebie. So, no, I think Luton's stance at this point will be pretty clear. If there's been communication, then if he isn't feeling it, if he isn't going to happen, if they're just still undeciding, deciding what to do, I just wouldn't let them string us along like they did last summer. To be honest with you, it's just not. We need to get somebody in, and pretty quickly. I've already said in my video that I did today that we need to be very quick with these players that we need in the striker department, because we cannot be waiting all month. And needless to say, we need to keep in touch in this with our automatic places. And I have huge concerns with the strikers right now that we have at the club. Apart from Marshall, the rest have just been garbage. So as we know, yeah. We need to be quick about this now, and no messing around. But we have got the worst recruitment team in the league, so in the EFL, sorry. So, yeah, we'll probably take our time as usual. I thought you guys would get Taylor for sure this window. Yeah, John thinks we're going to get him. I mean, look, if we get him, great, but I just have a few reservations, to be honest. But I wouldn't be... I'm a bit mixed, basically. How many players in total do you want to see go out and how many to come in? Good question, Matt. I would probably say that I would definitely, in terms of players to come in, look, we need at least two strikers through the door. I haven't really thought about anything else but that at this point, because I think that obviously we've got players coming back from injury. Obviously, we've already signed the left wing back, so he's already signed. Obviously, we had official confirmation that his clearance has come through yet, but pretty sure that he will have done anyway. So we've already got the left wing back situation sorted out. Probably, if we want to be going for someone else, maybe a right wing back. So, because we haven't, I know we've got Spencer, but Turton isn't a wing back really. It's probably in that area, but not desperate, although pretty crucial. So what is that? So that's two strikers, a right wing back if we need. We've got quite a few options in midfield. I would probably, and we've already signed Ruskin, so that's already so. I said 3 or 4 quality players to come through the door, and that that's what I said. I remember now. So probably a couple of signings will do me. 3 signings more. Obviously, we've already signed Ruskin. Headley can go. Headley's already gone. Sorry. Who else? Look, service requirements. Like see Freddie Ladapo leave. Probably unlikely. Bojan can leave. Probably unlikely again. They might have him back in Finland, so that's. I'd say a good. I'd probably say a good 5 or 6 out. 4 or 5, 5 or 6. That's my opinion on that one. But yeah, well, thank you for that question. Are we definitely in for Taylor this window? I know we are definitely in for him in the summer, but that might have changed. No, I kind of saw a rumour circulating. Nothing concrete, I must admit, yet. But I kind of saw a rumour circulating before the window opened about Taylor. So that's kind of where I got it from. But yeah, I've not seen anything to suggest that we are back in for him. But my suggestions, I would really think that we will be back in for him right now in this window as well. Wickham losing 2 huge players in the last few days. It was a positive for you guys. Yeah. But look, we're still chasing the likes of Wickham, and that's the reality. I know what you're saying. Obviously, they have lost a couple of few players, but we just need to focus on ourselves, and we need to make sure we're doing good business in this window, as I said, and getting the players we need and then push on and really, really put the pressure on those top two. So yeah, but yeah, I did see that. Duff has a press conference at 2 tomorrow. I'll be interested to see what he says. Yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in for that one, and yeah, we'll see what he has to say. Although I probably won't give too much away. Duff's always been a bit like that, and he doesn't give too much away. Jensen says, "How do you feel about Jaheim Headley leaving?" Yeah, you kind of missed what I said when earlier on, but I'll kind of quickly recap. Well, as harsh as it sounds, I'm quite happy that he has left, because he has been service requirements for quite a while now, and when he has been in the side, he's been very, very poor, and his attitude, question his attitude at times. So yeah, in short term, I'm not too unhappy. I'm glad that he's kind of gone, if I'm being honest, Jensen. But thank you for that question. Sounds like a make or break transfer in a few guys in terms of promotion. Yeah, Matt. I kind of said it a few weeks back, and I said it, and everybody's been saying it. To be honest with you, this really is make or break. This is the difference between an automatic promotion spot, and I'm not being arrogant here, but I do think we will get playoffs minimum. But if we want to go, if we feel serious with the automatic promotion, then we need to really get some players in. And not only that though, even if it was a playoff spot, I still think we need quality strikers up top, because we haven't got that. And you know what I mean. And apart from Marshall, who's done very well this season, the rest have been garbage, as I said earlier. So we still need players, even if we end up just going into the playoffs, because I'm not confident with our front line. I really aren't. So yeah, it is make or break in terms of any kind of promotion this window. When is Miller back? Good question. I don't think we've had a. Did we say like it was going to be like a 3-month injury layoff, or for three months? So yeah, and he only just got injured last month, did he? Can't remember when he got injured now. Guys, the game's been coming thick and fat. I think it was last month, wasn't it? So yeah, he's out until, he's out for the majority of the season now. So yeah, fortunately. Playoffs tricky, mates. Definitely will need reinforcements. Yeah, the playoffs is just a lottery. Having said that, we have done fairly well with the playoffs in recent years. Not mentioning the last one, of course, but to be fair, we were robbed in that final. Not to go back to all ground, of course, but that is the truth. So yeah, no, we definitely do. There's no question about it. Now, so yeah, that's Nathan Lowe and Joe Taylor. I've covered that one. Now, I have kind of seen a few, not anything concrete again. Mind you, I must say actually before we do go into this one, Kyle Hudlin has apparently extended his loan at Sky Bet League 2 side Newport. I thought he was there for the season anyway, and to be honest with you, he doesn't really need to come back because he's hopeless. So, yeah, I thought he was there for the season, but I saw the club posted that today, and I thought, what? I thought he was there for the season anyway. So, yeah, Kyle Hudlin has extended his loan. Now, also, this guy, Tom Yorpend, who I'm a big admirer of, has obviously potentially, there's been a few, not anything concrete as of yet, but there's a few murmurings that he potentially may be sent out on loan. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Now, I know that Duff does want him to work on areas of his game and obviously develop a little bit more before he kind of puts him in the starting lineup. So, I said it a few weeks back, I said it last week or something now, that I think Yorpender does need a loan, because if he's not going to get regular minutes for us, then he is at that age. Obviously, he's 19, obviously in the midfield. He is at the age where he needs to start playing games, build up that experience. And then if he gets a few months' experience out on loan and plays regular, then he'll be ready to come back in the summer and really fight for, really push on and get himself into that first team for us. So I think it would be sensible to send him out on loan, but whether that happens, I'm not too sure at this stage, but it would make sense to me, guys. But I think we've actually covered everything that I've actually got on my notes this evening. Any more questions, any more contributions, get them in as we wrap up the show in the next minute. But big up to everyone that's tuning in. 15 of you in the stream right now. If you haven't already, I hope we have got to 15. If 15 people are in here, everybody, if you like the video, it will be on 15 likes, and it helps the video get around. So, guys, it does help. It's free. Subscribe as well if you're new, but welcoming everybody. It's great to have you all. Tom Yorpender is a talented player, and what he needs to learn to establish himself in the first team is things he can only learn by playing games. I agree. He's a really talented player. He just does need to build that experience up, obviously, play regularly. And I think he's got all the attributes to go on to have a fantastic career for himself. He's certainly got the attitude, the really positive attitude, the work rate that I've seen of him as well. And he's always trying his best. He's got the right application. He seems to have a lot of good people around him as well, which is important. And he just needs to stay grounded. But look, he's got the world is his oyster, and I think anyone that knows me knows I love Tom anyway. He's a great lad and really polite young man as well. Obviously, I had the pleasure of meeting him once. Remember that training day that we had at the start of the season. He obviously managed to meet him. So it was great to see him. I agree. So he needs to learn by playing games. Duff has said it a few times now. Tom needs to kind of develop in a few areas, which is understandable at his age. It would, like I said, it would make sense for him to go on loan. That would be the best for his future. Joshua says if he goes out on loan. Hopefully he gets a loan to a team that will guarantee him his starting spot, which will help him develop. We need to look at a team that he potentially will. By the way, I'm not pushing your pen out the door. By the way, I don't want him to. I don't want him to think that I'm doing that. But I think a loan would be a fantastic move for him, just to get, and then he can come back and he can start pushing for us then and start playing for us regularly. Because I'd love to see him break into our first team and be here for years and years to come. Absolutely. Andrews said, "Hi mate." Andy from Angle said, "Happy New Year, mate." Oh, big up to you, Andrew. Hello to everyone in Angle. Say, hope you're all well over there, and Happy New Year to you too as well, Andrew. Thank you very much for nipping in here, and it's good to see you back in the chat after a good while. I haven't seen you for a while, but hope all is well. Happy New Year. Who else do you think will leave us for the next couple of weeks? Who will leave and who I hope will leave is another question. I've already kind of covered who I hope will leave. And there's certainly the obvious candidates of Ladapo, Bojan. Bojan, for me, I think that could happen. He could go back on loan to a Finnish side where he came from, or even a permanent. That'll do. Ladapo, I know he's just come in, but a waste of time. If you can get him on loan, that'll do me. And who else did I say? Yeah, so Ladapo, Bojan, and who else to do? If we could get another right wing back, then I would probably let Ollie Turton leave on loan. So that's my thoughts. And Jensen, you didn't have to do that, but thank you so much for the super chat. You legend. Thank you very much. He says, how do you think we'll play against Rotherham on Saturday? Well, look, I think we'll be certainly fresher than them. They're struggling still at the moment, Rotherham. They're still struggling down, but, just down at the bottom. I think obviously we're at home as well. So I think we'll be the fresher team. That will show in the game. and I'm hoping for a very good performance. But Jensen, I cannot believe you sent the super chat. I really appreciate that. Honestly, that is really appreciated, honestly, mate. So thank you very, very much, and happy New Year to you. And I appreciate the support absolutely. I can't believe you sent that money to me. Anyways, hope I've answered your question. And yeah, big up to you. Joshua says if he stays with the squad and just get many minutes, he's not aiding his development. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. He's not developing anyway if he doesn't play games. And and he's at age now where he needs to be playing. So yeah, it does need to happen if he's going to develop. It doesn't look like he's going to get many minutes in our side for the rest of the season, unfortunately. Blue Tail says, I reckon if there's anything close to being done, Duff will say, but without giving away as to who. Yeah, potentially. We'll have to wait and see, but I know that Duff is one of those that seems to keep his cards close to his chest. And yeah, he does seem to keep his cards close to his chest. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah. But guys, anybody that wants to have their final thoughts before we wrap up the show very, very shortly. But this has been a fantastic stream. I've had lots to say, and we're going to do this on a weekly basis. I'm pretty sure there'll be rumours and stories that we can cover every week in this throughout the January month. No problem, mate. You sent another one, Jensen. Oh my goodness. You don't have to send that, but thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much for your support. Wow, 2 super chats in one stream. That is unbelievable. Guys, honestly, I can't believe it. But yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, Jensen. And you are always welcome on this channel. We do like to get a few guests on, so guys, if people do want to come on as guests, just get in touch via the socials down below and let me know you're interested in the shows. Ideally, I do want to try and really push for getting guests on now, because I don't mind being here on my own. I love obviously speaking to you guys in the chat as well, and it's great, but it would be nice to have a bit of company as well now and again as well as a guest, and obviously get somebody else's opinion. And you don't have to get somebody else's opinion as well as my own, just chatting away in the stream like this. But I don't know. So hopefully we can. So yeah. But what are we at now? So look, I've kind of covered all the transfer rumours actually, and things. We've all caught up with everything. And Jensen just cheers, mate. Yeah, big up to you, Jensen. Big love to you and respect. Andrew says, big up to Danny Ward, Lee Nicholson and Boo, who visited my day in Huddersfield Hospital. Oh, that is fantastic. Yeah, well, that is... yeah, we've always been a very community club, haven't we? And obviously, it's good to... Obviously, Boovy's great, a really great guy. And obviously, yeah, it's good to see players as well, doing that. So, yeah, no, that was... big up, definitely big up to obviously Lee Nichols. I'm guessing you meaning not Lee Nicholson, but yeah, no, that's lovely. It's lovely indeed. But look, we're gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully, we get a few. Like I said, hopefully we get a few more updates in the next few days, which we'll cover next week, and hopefully we get a signing in soon, because I know that it's only the second day of the window, guys, but we've known what we've needed. We've known what we've needed for ages now. So there is really no excuses to be dragging this on to the 3rd and 4th week of the window. There's no excuses. Sorry for the change in the subject here, mate, but what's the update on the EFL Fantasy League? I will update that in a moment, Aidan. So yeah, thank you for reminding me. I did mean to keep updating you guys with the table and things, which I need to make sure I do it every week now. Actually, so yeah, I will make sure I do that every week, guys. I do apologize. I haven't done that for a while. I'll check in a moment, Aidan. But yeah, thank you for that. And Jensen says, "Will you be streaming tomorrow?" Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Obviously, we'll be doing the preview to the Rotherham game tomorrow, Jensen. So that'll be at 6:00. Again tomorrow. So yeah, if you are about, make sure you do come and tune in, and let me know. We're gonna do a preview to the game, our first game of 2025 after that postponement yesterday against Wigan. Now, Aidan, I'm gonna get up the EFL table now, and we're gonna go through how it's looking. Here we are. So, Joshua Owens is leading the way at the top of the league. Can you believe it? With 1,543 points so far. Second, D Mercer has really improved these past few weeks. And I remember when he was nearly at the bottom. Well, not at the bottom, but he was like a bit further down. He's on 1,468. Jay Grogan has got 1,468 in third. I'm fourth. Oh, I'm so disappointed with my position right now. I've got 1,318 points. So yeah, I'm disappointed, man. Jay Smith, 1,317. Sixth is Duff Ball, 1,187. Luke is 1,096 points. 7th, 8th, Orest, 1,078. A. Richards, 1,034. 10th, Seaside, 985. Ben is 11th with 954. And Bakile and Greenhoof is got 865 at the bottom. So yeah, that's the standing so far. Next time though, I will make sure I've got a graphic that I can put on whilst I'm going through it. Then you guys can see the table as well as me going through. Probably will be easier. Jensen says, "Okay, we'll be watching." Big up to you, Jensen. It's good to see. Are you new to the? Are you new to this channel? Because I don't think I've seen you before on here. Or if you're not new, you may have not been in for a while. But yeah, it's good to have you here anyway. I missed the rumours for the striker, what names are going around. I'll just quickly recap. Obviously, if you do want to watch back the video of my in-depth details of it, then you're more than welcome to, and I appreciate that. But the first is obviously Ryan Hardy has been linked with the club from Plymouth. We've got Keona Tete, who would be a disaster signing, is being linked from Cardiff. Nathan Lowe, I did speak about Nathan Lowe, but he has ruled himself out of joining the club now because he's happy at Walsall for the rest of the season. And Joe Taylor, nothing really concrete, but I have seen a few rumours lying around about him potentially joining as well. So that is just in brief, Andrew, just for you. But yeah, you can go and watch. You can go and replay the stream, and you'll be able to see what I've kind of gone into more details, obviously, in that aspect. But look, guys, this has been a fabulous stream. I just do want to say big up to Jensen for the 2 super chats this evening. I didn't expect it at all. I didn't even actually promote this. I don't really promote the super chats anymore. I used to do it at the start, but I don't anymore. Now the channel's monetized. You can send super chats and you can become a member as well by clicking the join button down below. I think it's like 99p for the first basic membership, and then I think it's $1.99 for the second tier one. But yeah, so there is a membership involved as well because I am monetized. But yeah, Jensen, big up. And obviously, big up to everyone else that's tuning in. Aiden, my wonderful mod, always here, no matter what. Andrew, good to see you, obviously, from Anglesey. Big up to you. And everybody else that is tuned, obviously, Blue Terrier, Joshua, Matt as well. Good to see you in as well. John. And yeah, all you guys, big up to you all for your interactions this evening. Jen says, no worries, mate. See you on the stream tomorrow. I can't wait for it. Yeah, big up to you, Jen. And I'll see you tomorrow on the stream for the preview to the Rotherham game. I'm really excited for it, especially, I think, because I was so like looking forward to the Wigan game. Yeah, I got to Wigan. I was really, really looking forward to it. And then for it to be postponed, and then we've had to wait we've had to wait. Well, not all week because the game was only meant to be yesterday, so it would have been. But it feels like I've been waiting all week to see it. Well, we have been waiting all week to see it because we didn't play. We played last weekend, and that was the last time we played. So anyway, I'm waffling on now. But guys, it'd be good to see you on the channel tomorrow for the match preview to the Rotherham game this weekend. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. I hope you've all enjoyed the stream. I'll be back. Obviously, I'll be back tomorrow for the stream at 6 o'clock. For another stream, and then obviously this weekly roundup show will be continuing next week. Let's see what develops over the next week then, and we'll come back and do this all again next week as well, and all throughout January as we are looking for new recruits. But look, Jensen, thank you very much for the supers this evening. As I said, I know I've said it about 3 or 4 times, but honestly, big up to you and thank you so much. It really is appreciated. Honestly, you don't know how much it means to me. But everybody that's come in and said hello and interacted and liked and shared and commented, you guys are what make this channel what it is. I've got a wonderful little community around here, and I appreciate every single one of you that come in and say hello and contribute to the channel and support the channel. You guys, I'll always be grateful for you guys. Absolutely. So yeah, anyway, have a good rest of the evening, whatever you get up to, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for a live match preview ahead of our game this weekend against Rotherham. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care, stay safe, and as always, up the town. See you guys very soon. Goodbye, Jensen. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow.